two, one.
Yo, yo.
There it is. And welcome to the show.
Oh,
Not quiet Thursday, except for the big news of the NFL schedule release. I saw that the NFL. The one thing I haven't seen anything about the schedule. The only thing I did see was that the NFL, I guess, was asked if they have advanced knowledge of Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers because they scheduled them with the Jets and the Packers in prime time, and the NFL says no, we don't. That was based off of Mike Tomlin, not off of Aaron Rodgers. That's what I saw. That's the breaking news, and that's what I got.
So it's gonna be in the promo. It's gonna be the picture of Mike Tomlin and then like Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson.
One can only
because that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I mean, unfortunately, he wouldn't be the first, but I hope I want to see more of that. They should take that picture of Mason Rudolph with the helmet with no face mask. That's what they should use. That would be fire.
With Mike Tomlin behind him with that look on.
Yeah, it's a concern for his life. I saw people arguing about that shit on. Oh no! Matter of fact, it was the thing that you sent me. The thing, or the thing that you sent where they were saying, was it you that sent? No, I don't know. I can't even remember. I think it was something that you sent that I saw that people were saying that they were arguing about whether they would rather have Mason Rudolph or Justin Fields. That was you that sent that, right?
Yeah. It was like
in the comments in the bottom.
I guess some reporter.
Yeah, and then the comments in the bottom, they're arguing, and I'm just like, y'all are wildin'. I can't. Mason Rudolph.
Word.
I mean, he was 4-2 for you guys last year.
Who the fuck is you guys? I'm not on the Steelers.
He's talking. He's talking about Steeler Nation.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. What is this? Bullshit. Wait, who was 4-2? Justin Fields or Mason Rudolph? Weren't they both 4-2?
No, Justin Fields.
But wasn't Mason Rudolph 4-2?
No, I'm saying this
year,
this past year. I'm saying.
I think Mason Rudolph was 4-2 the year before, like that when he came down the stretch and got blown out in that Bills playoff game. I think he was 4-2 as well.
That sounds about right.
Maybe they're right.
Well, either way, I'm praying that Rodgers doesn't go to the Steelers, man. It's gonna be hilarious. I hope that would be so funny, man. That they have to go into the season with Rudolph. Would be amazing.
It's crazy. That's if he don't get beat up by Will Howard.
Like, there's some injury happens.
That's if he don't get beat up by Will Howard, you know.
Will Howard, you really believe in Will Howard like that?
Nah, I don't think so, but I mean Rudolph. Like, is that? I don't know. I mean, do you feel that solid that he's gonna win it out that easily? Like, I mean, we know what he's capable of.
Win it out? No,
I mean,
but
you lean towards Kyle, but it's like if miraculously this kid comes in and it's.
Well, you say Kyle?
Like
Kyle?
I'm sure Will Howard. Not Kyle. Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph.
The tight end?
Rudolph. Mason.
Retired like 10 years ago.
Yeah, fucked up.
No. But Mason Rudolph, they benched Kenny Pickett for Mason Rudolph at the end of the year.
Right. I remember that. I'm just saying, we know what Mason's capable of. Like, I don't.
We know, but apparently the Steelers don't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure Will Howard doesn't have like a huge obstacle in front of him. If he's decent, I'm sure he's gonna be in the conversation.
Is this something wrong with my shit that I'm getting?
And if not, he can learn from Aaron Rodgers.
Are you of mine?
Yeah.
You get. I don't know. How about you, Flex? If you hear me cut off, can't cut off.
No.
Anyway, so go ahead. What were you saying? Learn from Aaron Rodgers. What can learn from? Oh, when he signs.
I don't
Well,
think
then the conversation is over because then it'll be Rodgers starting.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Yo,
did
my
you see
man, my man.
Indianapolis Colts figured out a way to botch the schedule release videos as well.
Nah, I didn't see that.
I
You guys
don't
have to
even think that. I thought
apologize
that
to
was
Drew.
stupid. I didn't even think that they should have. I mean, I didn't see it, but what I read that it was, I don't think that they should have apologized or took it down or took it back. Stupid.
Well, I mean, they had Rosenhaus reached out to them to get an apology for Tyreek Hill.
Crazy.
And I mean, obviously, if you have clients, from Drew Rosenhaus or whatever, the last, I guess you want to keep it on good terms or whatever. So there's probably more of that.
Mhm. I see my man Bill Belichick got a sit down with Strahan coming, or did that happen already? You seen that?
I don't. I mean, I figured if it happened that we would have seen stuff already. So
Right,
I
right.
don't
Probably
think.
this. I think it's tomorrow. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was Friday. Excited about that one.
Disaster, man. What are you excited
I
about?
want to see. I just want to see that. I just want to see what he got to say. I don't know why. I want to see what Bill got to say. I don't know. Something
What
about that.
else? Or how else could they botch this? Or I mean, are you in it just for to see what else goes wrong, or what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to see. I just want to see explanations and shit. I just want to hear everything. I want to see what behind the curtain a little bit if he allows us that.
Yeah, I don't know,
See what's
man.
going on.
He went from not saying anything to now his whole business is out all over the place.
Right.
Like we didn't know until a few years ago if Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells talk to each other, or we didn't know
Right.
that during his whole coaching career. Now all of a sudden we know too much.
Yeah, definitely know too much now. All it took was what is she, 24-year-old?
She's gonna be, I believe,
Oh
24.
my God, that's crazy.
And the whispers is that they met when she was 19. I don't know.
Nah, that's sick. That is sick. She's crazy.
Yeah, well, she is crazy. It seems like she's a little bit crazy, on the crazy side. You have any opinion on that situation, Robert?
Nah.
No?
Let me ask you this though. Are y'all pro that relationship? Like, do you think the old head gets points for that?
No.
Right?
It's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, obviously he's getting something out of it. You would assume, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't when you start doing those numbers.
Right, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it kind of just throws me off, man. It was
Yeah.
he was
When you look
already
at it, when
if
you
he was
li-
already
really
winning
look at
Super
it.
Bowls
Yeah.
and she wasn't born yet, something just doesn't click.
Right.
That
Now you think
doesn't
that?
bother me. I don't care.
Do you think that changes when you're that age though? Like when you're that age, does it change now? Are you gonna
I
feel
don't
the
know.
same way, or are you gonna
I
be
just
like,
don't think any fucking 21-year-old's gonna want to look at my wrinkly fucking ass when I'm fucking 60.
if you
Okay,
win a
but
couple
that's
Super
not
Bowls,
the question. That's not the question.
right?
I'm saying no. He said you asked
How are you gonna still
if you
feel the
think it's
same
gonna.
way? Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna. I don't know if that point of view of mine is gonna change.
Right.
It might very well. Who knows? But I mean, I could only say from now, thinking that my sensibilities are probably gonna stay similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It
I don't
really because that's how I'm looking at it. Because I don't want to be like at this age now. Because there was times where when I was younger, you know what I mean? Like I would be like, oh, I'll take down, 20-year-old, whatever. And now I'm this age, and it's like, I don't think I'm going that. Like, I'm 40, and I don't think I'm going half my age, bro. I don't think I can. But at that age, what is he? Almost 80?
74, 76, something like that.
74. Now you be seeing the old dudes in the retirement home talk about give me head, give me some head, just let me see your titties or whatever.
Wait, hold on a second. What?
That I haven't
Where are you
seen.
seeing this?
You haven't seen that shit? I'm gonna send you out some videos of like nurses from nursing homes that be taking videos of like the old heads. They be like,
I'm pretty sure that's probably
he's like,
illegal. But...
you like me, and they be like, yeah, and they be like, just let me suck your tits, or come suck my dick or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't seen no shit. Which is funny. So now
Well, I
I'm
mean, I
thinking.
don't know.
So
Maybe
when
just maybe my algorithm
I'm
isn't. Is it?
Yeah,
Maybe I gotta
that's-
tune my algorithm up.
Yeah.
I gotta fix mine up. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
just
and
don't
Rick
send me
James
that
got
shit
the
because then
same
I
one.
don't want to be in that algorithm.
Okay, so I'm a video.
You can send me a screen record.
Right, I'm a screen record it. But it's just funny shit. It's just funny, and so I'm thinking like, damn, them dudes probably haven't had buns in like fucking 30, 40 years, and it's like you're 74, and now you at that age, and you're not getting it like that, and you're like this fucking young joint throwing something at you. I like to think that my line will still be there, but who knows, bro? You're looking dead in the fucking tits, bro. Like you're right there. You know what I mean? Like
It's just you saying Bill is looking death in the face.
right.
By
I
the
mean,
tits.
once you hit a certain, yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
but
74.
okay, so
I mean,
but I don't understand. So you're saying that makes you more understanding of it, or
nah. I just don't know how to feel it, but I'm just saying. But the thought comes like I don't want to be on one side only. You know what I mean? Like I kind of try to look at it like that, like. You know what I mean? Like, damn, when I'm 70 fucking or in the fucking retirement home, whatever the fuck, and I'm like 85, 86, looking death right in the face, and it's like, damn, some joint just like
yeah,
offers me
but
a
that's not where he is. That's not
right. You're right.
That's not the same comparison. You're talking about two completely different things.
True. He's 70,
Yeah, so-
74, but I'm sure there's people at that age in the fucking in the home. You know what I mean?
No,
But
there's people half that age that are in the home.
Half
That's
that
what I'm
age,
saying.
right.
That's why I don't really. That's why I don't care, because to me I don't care about the age. It doesn't matter to me.
but
As long
Think-
as she's a consenting adult, I don't care.
right. Nah, and that's why I
Because
asked
what
the
Bill
question.
Belichick is at 74 is not what somebody else is gonna be at 74.
Right.
I don't know what I'm gonna be at 74.
Exactly.
Just like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you could say that a 50-year-old with a 25-year-old, that's half your age. You were just saying that
Right.
you feel like half your
Right.
age is no good.
Right.
Bill is obviously more than 50, but people would say a 50 and a 25-year-old, but
Right. That's true.
I don't know, man. All people are not created the same, so that's why I don't like. If I don't know the specifics of the arrangement, I don't even have an opinion. I'm not gonna base an opinion on two numbers. That's just how I
Right.
feel.
There you go. Ooh, you heard it. That was hard. That's just how I flow. Uh-huh.
I can respect that.
Word.
It just doesn't. Just something.
When I was
It's fishy,
26,
you know?
I fucked a chick that was in her 50s. Is that wrong?
No. No.
When you're right, you're right.
When you're right, you're right. And it don't.
It was awful too, terrible.
Oh, that sucks.
So now imagine you were even younger and that person was 25 years older.
Why do I have to imagine I was younger? What does that have to do with anything?
No, because I'm saying like, because like
I
like
don't
when
think
she
it was awful because she was old. I think it was awful just because she was awful.
Oh,
Right.
all right.
Right.
Now,
And
would
then
you watch that? Would you watch those two knocking boots on a tape?
I would watch. I would watch anybody knocking boots on the tape. Why not?
I don't know. I don't think I could watch
Believe me, the shit that I've watched on the tape is way worse than Bill Belichick fucking this hot co-ed.
Well,
Trust
well,
me.
yeah, no,
Way worse.
it's not the point. Like the actual age isn't the uh the
COVID was a
age.
hard time, brother. I found
Yeah.
myself I found myself swimming in internet waters that you never even knew existed. You know those. You know when you go. You know when they tell you the
I don't
tales
want to
of the
know
bottom
exist.
of the sea, that there's creatures down there that they don't ever see the sunlight and they glow in the dark,
The
and
abyss.
there's
Right.
shit
Yeah.
down there we've never even discovered. That's the type of shit I was seeing during the COVID.
That's
That's
real.
crazy. That's nasty.
I can't
That's
disagree with
funny.
that.
Can't
But
disagree with that.
yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with the depths of, when you. I mean, I guess in a similar spot, it's like desperation and it leads to when there's nothing
Exploration.
else or exploration, and then
Right.
you got money and you got, somebody waving that, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
maybe I would fall victim to something if like, but I'm going off like the assumption that I'm not gonna be in the position of Bill Belichick. Maybe if I was at that age and it, and I feel like
Exactly.
that, that rejuvenates me or
Right.
something like that. Maybe I switch my point of view on that, but
And also, yo,
to each
but
his
think
own.
about this though. Think about this
Right.
portion of it that I don't think anybody talks about or considers. And this is not
Right.
to say that it's right or to say that it's wrong,
Right.
but it's to make sense of it. Because when people, this is why I don't be judging shit. Because when people judge shit, they judge shit based on their own place, wherever
Exactly.
they're
Right.
at. They don't know
Mm-hmm.
shit about what Bill Belichick is. And if you think about it, yeah, Bill Belichick might be in his 70s, but he has been night and day surrounded by people in their early to mid 20s for the last 50 years. He don't know what it's
Mm-hmm.
like to be a regular 70-year-old.
Mhm.
He only been around motherfuckers in their early to mid 20s, 24/7 for the most part, for the last fucking however many years. So how could he even, when he retires from football, how could he even relate to the average 70-year-old? He don't know shit. He don't know
Right.
what it's like to
Exactly.
be 70.
That's why
It's
that's why he got rid of Brady's ass when he got old.
this guy's too
Well,
old.
that's why
This guy's too old for
that's
me.
why Brady got rid of Giselle. If you really want to get into it,
Hey. It's
Damn,
funny.
there's a lot of things that kind of intertwine and kind of weave, and you kind of feel like, maybe there's a like to what you were saying, like you don't actually know from the point of view of that person, because all of these situations, as stupid as it sounds, maybe all of this stuff kind of plays into each other, into like the way that your mindset is molded.
yeah,
Mhm.
no, definitely. I mean, like, I'm just because the first thing I think about when I'm thinking about, because like again, I don't really care, but like obviously it's in the news. I understand what's going on, so I'm getting of the brief summary of what the situation is. I'm like, okay, Bill Belichick is with this super young chick, and then it's like right away everybody's like, oh, he should be with people his own age, and then and I was thinking to myself like, okay, like what would the dynamic of a relationship between Bill Belichick and this chick even look like? Like, what do they have in common? What do they talk about? And then I'm like, what the fuck does Bill Belichick have in common with anybody? Like, I feel like
Point.
lives such a weird, unique life, but it does kind of make sense to me that if the main relationships that he has had over the whole course of his career has been steadily with people in their 20s, like, again, I'm not saying whether it makes it right or wrong, but I can make sense of it. Like, you leave that and you're like, oh, like, who have you been communicating with for the most part over the course of the last however many years?
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Number
no, I don't
kids.
know how to. No, I don't know how to play backgammon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what
Exactly.
you
Like,
old
he not
ass.
out
I
here.
don't know
Like,
what you old niggas do.
he been sitting in rooms 24/7 with fucking a whole shit ton of 20-year-olds for the last however long. And I'm not saying that to say that, oh, that he's a fucking 20-year-old kid, but he's also
Right.
not an average 70-year-old man. He doesn't have no experience communicating with people his age.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good
it's
perspective.
interesting to look at it like that, and also when you think about it, man, just think of a coach's life, especially a coach like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like literally like eat, sleep, live, breathe
Football, right?
football. Where it's like he probably, I don't want to make it seem like he's some like naive, old man, but like, his lifestyle isn't a normal lifestyle that maybe he got to live a certain way. Maybe he's just like, you know what, maybe now I'm kind of I like I got my first taste of not coaching football and what the life is not coaching football. And if this is kind of the path that it takes, maybe I like this a little bit. I guess the more you talk and kind of like start looking at it from different views, you could understand at least his point of view, but it doesn't,
Who
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
knows?
at the end of the day, I feel like nobody really wants to take any thought into trying to make sense of it. It's way easier to just be like, oh my God, he's 70 years old. It's disgusting. Like, it's just easier to do that. It's easier to do
Right.
that than it is to try to make sense of it and to try to
Mm-hmm.
be like, this motherfucker
Understand.
has lived such a weird life. I can't even
he's going
know
to continue
where
having
where
a
to
weird life.
what to
Right.
expect. Him what kind of relationship would even make sense for him. So it's
Right.
just easier to just be like, oh, he should be hanging out with 70-year-olds. But like, if you really think about that, that to me is equally stupid. Like, that's
Yeah.
equally dumb. Like, the idea that you would think Bill Belichick is just gonna be, after spending all this time in football and with all everything that football culture brings along, hanging around with fucking with young coaches and young people all the time, he's gonna retire and all of a sudden he's just gonna be out here fucking hanging out with motherfuckers that, like you described, they're fucking in the old folks home. Like, that shit is equally
You
stupid
mean
to me. Like, he's
you
not gonna
mean
go
he
out there
shouldn't
and
have
make fucking 75-year-old friends out of nowhere.
Right. Right.
you mean he's not gonna pull a 60-year-old baddie and fucking start selling
Oh,
fucking baked goods at church?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that shit is equally dumb to me. Like, the whole shit is stupid because this motherfucker has lived a stupid life. He's
Anomaly.
fucking
yeah,
Yeah,
wasted
nah,
yeah,
his
you're
yeah.
whole
right.
life in the fucking in a locker room.
Right. I wonder what happened with his wife and his mother, like all that shit. That's what I want to know. I want to see a doc on that.
Well, I think that what happened with that is the same type of shit that happened with Brady. Is that, like, you fucking live that life like that, they're like, nah,
Yeah.
we can keep it moving.
Right. Or crazy.
And and it's funny. One thing I will say that it's funny how when the disgust was on behalf of Bill Belichick, when it was like it seemed like he was the one taking advantage of a younger woman, and now with all of this stuff that's come out,
Right.
now it just seems like there's more backlash because it seemed like the way it's being framed, it kind of seems like it's the young person who's taking advantage
Yeah,
of him.
yeah,
Like there was because there clearly wasn't this much backlash until that. Granted, there was a couple instances where those things were kind of highlighted and made it maybe shifted everything, but it just kind of seems weird that like when it was the other way, it was fine, but now it's like the woman seems like she has the power, so now it's wrong.
yeah.
Or-
Well, I'm all for supporting, like, and especially if this chick, if she saw like this dude spending some quality time with this dude is gonna fucking change me and my family's life forever, man, I fucking salute, applaud, standing ovation for her. I
Right.
100% support that.
Okay. Or everyone
Make that
wins,
ass
and
clap.
that's.
Ovation.
Mhm. So what's goody, man? What we looking at? They got the schedules pulled up.
Yes, sir. What do you
No,
think, man? Because
I don't. But
I got the Giants joint. I actually did a quick thing, but I didn't really like
now,
dive in. Right.
did you see that they have the most difficult schedule uh in the past 5 years?
That's what they say about the Giants.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that has nothing to do
Jesus
with the
Christ.
schedule release. We knew that when they released the
Right.
opponents.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe they do add a couple extra like um analytics when it seemed like when they factor in when they're playing and like how far the travel is and all
Yeah,
that,
but I
like
just feel
how
like I remember us having this conversation before when you were saying that they had the hardest schedule, whatever, of all time, and
Coming up, yeah, some shit like that.
I was like, I never really buy into that shit because they have, first of all, they have a last place schedule, and we I would love to pull up whoever quote unquote had the hardest schedule going into every season, and then
Right.
looking back at the end of the season, see how fucking hard the schedule was because we
yeah.
never know which
Never know,
team is
right?
gonna be what. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Matter of fact, the year that we went to the playoffs with Daniel Jones, I remember we had like one of the toughest schedules, and we actually did. We actually made it to the playoffs.
Was it
So
tough or was it easy? I feel like the narrative was it was an easy schedule that you.
no, because that was before. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Well, the
Now you
one
make
thing I
me
saw,
question it.
the other thing I saw about the schedule was that they're gonna do that the Vikings are gonna be the first team to play back-to-back games in different non-American countries.
That's crazy.
To tell you the truth, to me, they made that like read that headline, and then when I read the thing and I thought about it, I'm like, this isn't even a big deal. It's easier for them.
Right,
Like
extremely.
Yeah.
it's easier to go from to play a game in Dublin and then to play a game in London than it is to play a game in London and then play a game back in the
In
States.
the United States, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're already over there type shit.
Yeah. They're just soft launching a way where like they're gonna put a team somewhere in Europe and they're trying. I think they're trying to play with little. Oh, we're gonna put somebody there for 2 weeks, a team there for 2 weeks, see how they handle it. Next, in 2 years there'll be a team that's there for 3 weeks, or like or they send three teams over for 2 weeks and they all play each other in some different iteration, and then slowly but surely, when we get those 19, 20 games, there's gonna be a couple out there, or they might be a Euro week or something like that, where there's a fucking in-season tournament over there, some shit.
They should just bring back NFL Europe, man. Bring that shit back, baby.
Ryan Fire.
Hell yeah, that was my shit.
Was there any? Who were the good players that came from NFL Europe? Was there any? Like,
There was none. Zero.
there was not because
Not
yeah,
one.
no, because I was trying to think, and I for some reason I kept thinking that Kurt Warner at some point played over there, but I don't think that was. I don't think that was
No.
the case.
No, he would. Wasn't he?
The Battlehawks, maybe.
He might.
CFL?
No, because was he
No,
Arena
Arena
League? Because
football.
I know
Yeah, it
Tommy
was Arena
Maddox.
football.
Yeah, he was
Arena
definitely
League.
arena. Yeah.
But I don't know if they were both Arena League or if I'm confusing the two.
Warner was definitely arena.
Okay, because I know Tommy Maddox was too. Oh no! Was he Canada? I can't fucking
Oh,
remember.
Kurt?
No, Tommy the
Maddox.
Steelers guy.
Yeah.
The guy that was with the Steelers.
Maddox.
Wasn't he with didn't he win like the champion? He either won the
Yeah.
Grey Cup or he won the Arena League. One of those two.
I get confused now, but definitely Warner was arena. Because I spent my hard-earned money on that movie.
Oh, that's right. That's
Why?
right. I forgot.
Yo, this nigga be
You never
watching
even gave
all-
us a proper review for that, did you?
All those fucking
I don't
right
think we knew.
wing.
I don't think we ever found out how many fitteds and do-rags and visors
Nah.
went to that movie.
I don't think any. I think that was left there in the theater.
Damn.
All the do-rags were taken from me. I wasn't
They
allowed
made
to
you
wear
take the do-rag off.
I wasn't allowed to wear do-rags and hats for like fucking a year and a half after I
Niggas,
watched it.
niggas made you wrap an American flag around your head like fucking Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Now, hold on, update. Kurt Warner, Brad Johnson, and Jake Delhomme did indeed play in NFL Europe.
Okay, there
Ooh.
you go.
As
Oh,
well
you know
as
what? I
Dante-
do remember Delhomme. Wasn't he on the team that you just mentioned?
Ryan Fire?
Yeah, I
Let's
think
see.
he was.
I don't know. I get confused.
No, but I did. But now that you mention it, I do remember Delhomme was on.
No,
that.
he was on the other He was
Was he
on
in
the
Frankfurt?
yeah, he was on Frankfurt and Amsterdam Admirals.
Yeah, there you go. The Don.
Yo,
The
that's
Don.
in 1999. They were still playing, man. It seems way as as it feels as much as it feels like the time has gone through crazy. It still feels like NFL Europe was longer ago than 1999.
Yeah.
Dante Hall too.
Okay, so it was Maddox won the. Well, he was with the Arena League and with the XFL. He was the XFL MVP. That's what I was thinking of. Tommy
Oh,
Maddox.
that's what
Hmm.
they didn't even
Well,
have
they
a full
had 2
season.
weeks and then they got canceled because COVID. Then they brought it back and they had a full
Oh, yeah.
season and then they merged with the U was it the UFL? I know
Yeah,
it's the UFL
USF.
now, but it was
No,
the
the
USFL.
USFL.
Yeah, it was the
There you go.
USFL and then it became the UFL. And I've been watching that shit a little bit.
Yeah, is that right now?
Damn, niggas gambling
UFL?
on that too.
Yeah.
No, not gambling. I just like football
Oh.
more than you guys.
Oh, my
There you go.
fault.
There it is.
You just hate talking about football.
No, I just like football. You just like talking about football, and you just like NFL. Like you guys are married to NFL. I like all football.
Yeah. I want to get into college more, man. Especially being down here now. Like I feel like everyone
Hey,
has a
pull up
college
to
team.
one of those. No, pull up to one of those fucking tailgates down at fucking. Because what's
Yeah.
the closest one to you? What's the closest big college to you? Is it the one in? Is it like Georgia or is it?
No,
No, I
it
think
would have to
I
be
think it's
Gainesville would be
I
closer
think
to
it's
Georgia.
Gainesville. Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah.
Gainesville is like 30 minutes or 45 minutes away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Florida's big, man.
Huge.
And where is University of North Florida?
I think that's
Yeah,
close.
I'm
Is that
talking-
closer
yeah,
to
but I'm
Tampa
talking
on
big
that side?
time
I'm not
football.
sure though. I'm not sure. Probably a few hours. But yeah, man. I feel like I just it's so hard to catch, like to know what to watch in college. And there's a lot of fucking games, bro. God damn. It's like fuck.
What, in college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's tough.
Yeah,
It's
there's
hard
no
coming
set
from the
schedule either.
Northeast. It's like all them people they grew up with that shit. So like
Yeah, that's in
Right.
the blood.
Northeast, we
That's
don't
it.
give a fuck about college football like that.
Exactly. Bro, they don't even fucking watch. You talk basketball here, and they look at you. They want to spit on you. And I'm talking fucking basketball. That's not a real sport. I got a guy in my job. He says that's not a real sport. I don't pay attention to that. I was like, the Gators just won the fucking thing. He goes, yeah. He seen that though. He seen that. He watched
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Fucking. They all talk one side of their mouth. They got teeth missing.
Have you started chewing tobacco yet or not?
Nah, you know what's funny though? It's so crazy here that I've been like thinking about smoking like fucking Black and Miles, bro, or something. 'Cause, yo,
Just so you can smell like them?
just to have something, because it's like, yo, these motherfuckers smoke and spit tobacco like it's something. Like they
Yo,
get
nigga, do both.
Wait, but
At the same
what's wrong with
time.
Black and Miles? Hold on. What's wrong
Nah,
with Black
I'm
and
just
Miles?
saying that I don't smoke, but like I would, I almost feel like I need to.
You should smoke
Do
BDs.
both and show them
The
and
Indian
show them.
cigarettes.
Oh, roll them shits up by yourself. Yo, them niggas would be mad
No,
jealous.
I don't. I didn't roll them up myself. I used to buy them, order them.
Oh, really?
No,
Like
no,
a-
I'm just saying,
like
like
a 30 pack.
the move is you like you take a fucking you hit the
Hand-rolled
shit.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, and start rolling them shits up, and then be like, "Oh, it's probably weed." You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what I'm
'Cause
saying. I'm not trying to get my man shot down there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, be careful.
yes, it's a valid.
Gotta be careful.
I would just do the black and mild and fucking spit tobacco at the same time and show them like what a fucking real nigga activities.
have one bowl here and then one.
With a syringe right there at the same time. All
Right.
three. with a beer on the other side.
Oh yeah, the beer. Yo, that shit's religion here. Beer
Have
is
you ever seen
religion.
that episode of Seinfeld where he drinks the beer and he's smoking the cigarette at the same time? That shit was hilarious, yo.
Nah.
That shit's mad funny. Kramer. He goes into he's trying to catch some dude doing coke, and he fucking goes into this bar, and he keeps his sunglasses on. He's trying to be
trying to
cool,
be incognito.
and he has a cigarette. So he takes the
Kramer's funny.
cigarette and he has it on his mouth, and they hand him a mug of beer. He drinks the beer with the cigarette in his mouth,
Gangster.
chugs the whole beer, takes the cigarette out, flips it, tries to do some cool shit, and then tries to put it back in his mouth, but he puts it with the lip part first. Puts the lip part in his mouth.
What a dog.
Yo, that shit had me dying. Oh my god. Kramer.
Seinfeld's classic, man. I was good with the schedules, man. Let's dive into these schedules right quick, huh?
All right, so how, you want to do the win-loss joint or?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you go kick it off with the Giants, because that's grueling right there, but go for it.
Yeah, go.
And,
Yeah, in it. Yeah. Taking. Y'all writing. You giving yours flexing H?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll give you with the Jet what I think with the Jets.
No. Talk about as I go through the Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down the Giants joint. I'm gonna write
not just mine though. I'm saying I want y'all taking it too. All right, but play that music, Shane. No, I'm just. But anyway. No,
He has a
because
beatbox.
I'm thinking. I
forgot.
forgot what live. I'm thinking he's gonna add it after the, but then I'm like, oh shit, we're live. He's not doing that. Dun, dun, dun.
Bam, bam, bam.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. Is that an Iron Man helmet?
Oh
or
yeah, I
something?
found this shit at a fucking tag
And you-
sale, so I took it
That's
apart and I
hard.
made it a fucking.
Jet, that's hard. You the dawn, yo. You guys are fucking amazing, bro. I'm just a fucking regular loser.
Nah, nigga, you think doing this shit is fucking? This is a loser activity.
Nah, man, y'all motherfuckers creative and doing all shit. I'm like fucking. I'm
Nigga,
such a nothing.
You're talking sports with niggas from Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Jayville,
This nigga talking
Murderville.
about creative. How about making fucking music?
Yeah, nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess. But anyway, don't.
Bam, bam, bam.
Been playing Madden all fucking day. That's what I've been doing. Fucking nothing.
Yo, what are you doing? Are you gonna do the thing or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I thought you was playing music.
We're live, fellas. We're live.
I thought you was playing music. All right, let's go.
I'm going to, but we're still live. I didn't cut the live.
Yeah. All right, bet.
Start acapella, nigga.
Fine, let's do it. All right, so we're going through the Giants schedule. Let's go. 2025 New York Football Giants schedule. Week 1, September 7th at
We don't.
Washington. 1 a.m. Well, 1 a.m. 1 p.m.
We don't need. We don't. We don't.
I
Need,
know, just fuck it. I'm just buying time to get that music going. All right, let's
Nigga,
go.
what are you,
Washington.
You're not spitting.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take an L on that one, man. Sunday, first week, I'm gonna take an L. The Giants at Washington.
All right. And you know they go to the Cowboys. They some
What y'all
wild
think?
boys.
What you think? Washington, week 1.
Oh,
One
Washington
loss.
week 1. That's a
Yeah.
loss. I got them as a loss too.
Bet. L. What you got,
Ooh,
H?
Jay.
For the Giants?
Yeah, Giants at Washington, week 1.
Lost.
Lost. So that's 3 L's. All right, week 2 at Dallas. I'm also going lost there.
Loss as well.
Mm.
Win.
Nice. All right.
I see.
Week 3 at home. First game opener against Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my god.
Damn. Are we gonna start the season 0-3? I say yes. Lost. 0-3.
That's a loss for me as well.
Let's see. H.
Chiefs.
Yep. At home.
She
Lost.
could be on. She could be on Mars. I don't fucking know.
Right. Sunday, week 3. No, week 4. At home against the Chargers. Oh man. I'm gonna say dub, man. I'm gonna say dub.
Funny you say that because I also believe that they're gonna get the win. And that defense, you know, with that defense going against Herbert, you know.
Hopefully that defense shows up. What you think, H?
Lost.
Okay. What is this? Week 5 at New Orleans. I'm gonna
Win.
go dub.
I'm
Dub.
gonna go dub as well.
Dub. Wow, look at that.
Man.
Week 6, home against the Philadelphia Super Bowl champs. I'm gonna say L.
I'm gonna go L as well.
Lost.
Okay, then we'll be back on the road. Oh, that was my birthday, by the way.
No, happy
Okay,
birthday.
back on the road. October 19th.
Wait, what's your birthday? Week 6?
Yeah, week 6, Thursday night.
Oh, is it for real?
Yeah, we're gonna get
Against
a
the
loss for my
Eagles?
birthday. Yeah, does that change your win or loss?
No, but it changed to what we're gonna have to plan for that day.
Okay, back on the road at Denver. At Denver. Oof, that's a tough one. I'll let y'all go first. Damn, that's a tough one.
Loss.
Yeah, because it's at Denver.
Because it's Russell Wilson at Denver.
Oof,
Yeah.
damn, that's
a
good
Russell
point.
Wilson revenge game.
He might be benched by then already.
It's also a Sean Payton revenge game.
True.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? I like Mr. L too. Fuck it.
I learned my lesson after last year trying to go against the Sean Payton revenge games.
Very true.
and then we're at Philly. Week 8 at Philly.
Yeah, that's a loss.
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 I also said loss. Week 9. Home against San Fran. Home against the 49ers. I'm gonna say dub, surprisingly.
Ooh. That's week 9, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna say L.
Okay.
Week 9. So how many? Oh man, I feel like if I'm
So
going
far-
with as many losses as I have
Right.
gone with so far, now we're questioning whether or not Russell Wilson's still the quarterback.
Yeah. Right now you got 2 wins, 6 losses.
Yeah, if I got them 2-6 going into week 9, when is the bye?
Week 14.
Oh, is it? Nah, stop.
Jeez.
That's
gonna
14.
that's gonna
I
That's
didn't know
gonna
we
be when
did
you
week
see Jackson
14
Dart.
buys.
I think that may be
Yeah.
the last week of buys.
Yeah.
Moved them back. Okay. So
I'm the only one that
I'll
got
go
him with
wi-
3
I'll go
wins
win
so far.
there. I'll go win there against the Niners.
Okay. So me and you have him with 3 wins.
I gotta look and see who the Niners play the week before that.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. Week 10 at the Windy City Bears. Oof. I'll say, damn, I want to say dub there, but let me see. Boom, 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 boom. So much shit by this time has gone wrong. It's probably gonna be an L, but I'll go. I'll go dub there.
Week 10
I
against the
actually-
Bears.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go dub there as well.
Oh, really? Nice.
Let's see. Caleb.
We're away.
And that's not prime time?
No,
That
1 o'clock.
is
1
Sunday.
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Loss.
Okay, that gets a little easier. We're home against the Green Bay Packers.
That's easier than the Bears?
I'm just I'm
Oh.
being a jokester here.
I'm going to go win.
Ooh, I'm gonna go L.
Wasn't it Tommy DeVito that almost beat them, was that 2 years
He
ago?
did beat him.
Beat the
I think
Packers
he
at
did
home,
beat 'em.
right?
Yeah,
There
believe
you
so.
go. Let's keep that trend going.
I'm gonna go lost there.
Because by then,
Okay.
I think Tommy DeVito might be the starter, so maybe he goes
Right.
back against him.
And the fourth quarterback.
Right, and who's the coach and GM at that point?
I think you probably be taking both roles by then.
Oh, shit. All right. Oh, whew. We thought Green Bay was tough, but now it gets a bit easier. We're away at the Lions. Away at the Lions. I think we match up well there, but I'm just scared to say win, so I'm going to go loss.
I'll go win.
Ooh. Now this is week 12, right?
Yeah,
You said you got a loss.
I got a loss there.
I'm gonna take a loss as well, and Roberto has a W.
Yep.
Yep.
Week 13, Monday night, 8 o'clock, prime time for all to see at New England.
Win.
That's a win too for me.
I'll join the club. Bye week. I say we win there for sure because by then Jackson Dart will probably be starting on this one. All right, and then we come back week 15, 1 o'clock, home against Washington Red Commanders.
I'll go tie.
Like-
Can I go tie?
That's not
Can
a
you-
bad. That,
Yeah,
that's
it's not at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a separate tier. I'm gonna give him a win.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. I don't want to be fucking stupid. Let me say, home, Washington, blah, 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 blah. I could see a win there. And you said T, right?
Yeah.
All right, week 16, home against Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. I'm a dub it. I'm a dub it, bro. I'm a dub. I'm gonna say a win there.
So you got
I'm
Joe
gonna
Shane
go
and
loss.
Brian Dable getting extensions, huh?
Well, only got one more win than everybody else.
I got a loss.
All right. And then we're traveling to Las Vegas. We always have trouble with them. I'm gonna go loss.
I'll go win.
I'm gonna go.
That's another
I'm gonna go
Geno
win, too.
revenge.
Yeah,
True, true. What do you say, Flex?
I got to win.
Wow. Okay. And to close the season off, home against Dallas. I say, probably. I'll give them a dub just because they'll probably be sitting everybody out. Maybe.
You think they're gonna be that good?
Who knows?
I'm gonna give them a no.
I'll go win.
All right.
I have no
let's-
idea where I even am.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You gave him 8 wins, so that's
I
9
gave him
losses.
8 wins.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4,
There must
5,
be a
6.
mistake.
Flex, you gave him 6.
Stop!
Yes.
Stop the count!
1, 2.
Stop the steal! Stop the
Count the
steal!
votes. Count the votes.
Storm the Capitol. I got fucking 8 as well. I don't. 8 or 7. Yeah, that's crazy. But there you go.
So they got no
Bet it.
international games?
Let me see.
No international games for the Giants this year?
Nobody wants to fucking see them. Who wants to see them?
I'm sure nobody wanted to see them last year. That didn't stop them from having, I think, 2 international games.
You're right. And we got beat by the
Let's,
fucking
let us
Panthers.
not forget that international disgrace against the Carolina.
Panthers. Yeah, that was fire. But they beat the Colts though. So at home.
And the year before, was it that they beat the Packers in London?
And H and New England. Oh, in London I'm talking about. Okay, my fault. Yeah. All right, let's go.
No,
New
London,
Jersey
because it would
Jets.
have been at 9:30. Why are they the New York Giants and New Jersey Jets? They
Oh,
play in
I
the
don't know.
same
I
place.
always do. Yeah, I fucked up. And I always fight NJJ for some reason.
Didn't they
for
used to
some
be the New
reason.
Jersey Jets? I remember in Madden '93 they were the New Jersey Jets.
For
They're
real?
the New Jersey Jets.
Yep.
Nah, but tell me that wouldn't look much iller. And NJJ would look ill inside the jet. NJJ.
No. No.
All right, come on, let's go. New York Jets.
All right.
Yo,
So
you're a
now-
jerk. You're a jerk
How am I a jerk?
because of what you just did. No. All right, let's go. New York Jet. That voice that you threw right there for no reason.
Yeah, it was
That's
the voice
why
of
you're a jerk.
disgust.
No, it was the voice of
Nah, I love the
pretending
Jets.
to be hype about the Jets, but not right.
Yeah. Like he couldn't even hide the disgust.
I'm actually hype about having this discussion. I'm going through the schedule. I didn't look at it yet.
0-17. All right, so week.
That's what you want to believe that me and H are gonna do.
Yeah. I was born at night, not last night.
Are you
All
sure
right.
about that?
No, I'm not actually. So week 1, we start off with the sexy matchup of
Ooh.
Aaron Rodgers going back and Justin Fields. Well, actually, we don't even know if he's going back. So actually, currently it's going to be Mason Rudolph versus Justin Fields in a Justin Fields actual revenge game, because he's actually a little bit angry about the way they treated him over there.
True.
So
True.
I think there's some legs to the revenge there, which in this case, we all know how, even if it is Aaron Rodgers, we all know how he starts off seasons. So we're gonna give the Steelers a loss. So Jets a win.
Oh shit, win. Okay. Run game, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna also say Duck.
That's in Pittsburgh.
No, that's home. They start off at home 2 weeks.
And it's what time? It was 1 o'clock. What's the
Regular
deal with that?
1 o'clock.
I'll give him a dub.
I'm gonna go loss. But I reserve the
All right.
right to change if it's Aaron Rodgers.
Same here.
Well, what's
If
a
it's
loser
Rodgers,
twice?
I'm going win.
so-
If it's not Rodgers, I'm going loss.
Ooh.
Okay, gotcha. Wait, for them, for
For the
Steelers.
Jets.
Okay, so Rodgers.
Rodgers loses, Rudolph wins. That's what I'm going.
Okay, gotcha. Sensible. That makes sense. Perfect sense. All right, week 2, we got Buffalo at home.
Ooh. Buffalo at home.
I gotta go a loss, as much as I want to pretend like I'm confident.
And is
in this
that
team.
no prime
Regular
time,
time.
right? 1 o'clock again.
Regular? We got very The league got sick of us, or maybe it might be the TV
Loss.
partners. They got sick.
I say loss.
So. Loss. Okay. Robert?
I'll go win. Win for the Jets.
Ooh.
Okay, I like it.
All right, so now week 3, we go down to muggy Tampa Bay and face Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. I'm gonna give them a loss, just because. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that. I don't think they're gonna. Well, whatever. I'll give them a loss.
I'll go win.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to say win too. I'm gonna go win.
Interesting. Week 4, we have, I believe, the Thursday matchup, 7:15, ESPN. That's Monday night. Actually, that's on ESPN.
Is that another one of those Monday night doubleheaders?
It might be because it says 7:15.
Yeah, 7:15.
Yeah, 7:15.
That's
That's gonna be a Monday.
that's
night
horrendous.
Yeah, that's the other game. I'm gonna go
Who you playing?
the Dolphins down in Miami. Yeah, I'm gonna take a win as well. Only because also it's not like 1:00, so it's not gonna be that hot. You know what I'm saying? Like use that.
I don't
home
think
field
you have to
advantage.
even explain a team beating the Dolphins next year.
Oh, all right, cool.
I too say dub. 3-1 start for the.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people
Good.
beating the Dolphins next year.
Yeah, same here.
We get to call Peter. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna go back on week 5 and face the Cowboys at home. I believe. Yep, at home. I feel like we're gonna win that one.
I say loss.
I'll go win.
Now we're going to London. I believe it's London. Yeah, we're gonna go to Robert's Tottenham Stadium, and we're gonna face the Broncos and Bo Nix. I don't know if Sean Payton's gonna have any more revenge. I don't think there's any more revenge left in this game, so I think a loss.
I too think loss.
That's in London.
Yep.
I'm going to
9:30.
win.
Ooh.
Wow. You just got them on a 5-game winning streak.
No, I don't.
No,
No, I believe you do.
no, you do. Bills.
I have them losing to the Steelers.
That's week 1.
That's week 1.
What week are we in now?
6.
Oh,
All right, so week 7, we come back and face Bryce Young.
Wow.
you already
And-
know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, but it's at home, so I think I'm gonna have to give him a dub on that one.
No,
Yeah,
coming
that's a-
back in jet lag, Bryce Young lights it up.
Get it? Jet
Oh.
lag. Good
Oh,
shit.
wow. Clever girl.
Because of the Jets, right?
I always say that shit.
And lag starts with L too. Wow,
Wow, look at you. In depth.
look at me looking at you.
Like you said, L?
No, W.
Dub. I say dub also. I got him
And-
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 4. No,
And
4 and 2.
Robert has a loss, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All
How
right,
do you
so
feel
then
about the schedule?
I feel like I don't know. I kind of like it only because it just seems like there's no like tough stretches. There's tough games, but there's
When is
not
the
like
bye?
after this week. So week 9.
Those first
All
3
right.
games aren't walk in the park though.
Yeah, but I mean, I still don't feel like it's like a daunting like, you know,
You guys do
and
well
that,
against the Bills too, so.
and the travel isn't the same as it was like like the last couple of years where they're going Monday night to fucking Sunday morning, then Thursday, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. So week 8 we've got the Bengals in Cincinnati going against Joe Burrow, and I don't know who else, because it seems like their owner doesn't want to pay Hendrickson, their owner doesn't want to pay their first round draft pick. So I think the money is running low over there. So
What do you think?
They already
we're
paid
going-
their all the money went.
yeah, true.
And to Burrow.
I'm gonna give the Jets a loss there. I guess it's away.
I too say
And by
loss.
now by now they're playing a little bit better.
I
If it
too
was
say
week 1 or
loss.
2,
Yeah, I'll go Bengals win. Jets loss.
Ooh, the triple L.
now we got the bye week. Week 9, a good week to have it. Only to come back week 10 versus the Browns and their 4-headed quarterback. I think we take that. It's at home, so I think we take that.
No, it's a Joe Flacco revenge game. We're at the
yeah,
point
but-
where Joe Flacco every game is a revenge game by the time.
Yeah, exactly. So
What
I don't
team
know.
hasn't he played with?
Yeah, so I don't know if like the Bengals already beat his ass down because he lost that revenge, and so
No, but he was never
You
a
could-
Bengal.
no, the Ravens. I meant to say Baltimore.
Oh.
And maybe maybe they face the Colts as well. Who knows?
No, win against the Browns. Win.
Cheeks, what'd you say?
I think my boy's gonna be starting by then, so that's
Who's
gonna
your
be
boy?
tough. Shador. No, I'm just playing. But
You should door about that.
I'm gonna say
No, who's your
Defense-
boy? Is it
I
Dylan
really
was
meant-
it Dylan Gabriel?
no. I really meant Shador. I think hopefully he'll be starting by then. I'm gonna go loss there. I'm gonna go loss. Surprising loss there.
But how does Shador get on the field?
I don't know. I'm hoping he does.
Is it
but
just gonna be?
regardless.
Is it just gonna be like they get off to a bad start and the owner's like, "You'll throw him out there"?
No, I think he's. If he don't start in the beginning of the season, I think it's gonna be a situation where it's like everybody knows who the best quarterback is, and it's gonna be him in the locker room, and eventually they'll go to him. That's what I think.
Over Joe Flacco?
I think so. Yeah. I think Flacco gets to start because he's Flacco and because he knows more.
So you think Shador Sanders is gonna be more beloved in the locker room than Joe Flacco? The guy who's always loved in every locker room. he
No,
goes
no,
into?
I'm not
From
saying
everything I
that.
hear?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is,
And don't forget about Kenny Pickett. You gotta hop over Kenny Pickett
Yeah.
too.
yeah, you're right.
They
right.
traded assets for Kenny Pickett. They believe in him.
Yep. Right.
They only
traded
drafted
that-
Shador because the owner told them to.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying. Do you like the way I see Shador getting on the field is the owner says, "Yo," because like I don't see him leapfrogging Pickett
Yeah, but unless
if it's the GM's decision.
unless he shows something in OTAs that makes people like, okay, this kid is really that good.
No, he's not gonna have enough reps to show anything in OTAs. You think he's gonna get enough reps to show that he's gonna you know how excellent his limited reps are gonna have to be for him to get that kind of confidence from the coaching staff? If we're just like
Right.
again, if we're just talking
Nah,
about
you're
the
right.
coaching staff, I just
Yeah.
don't see the room is too crowded. They gotta take a
It is
look at
crowded.
Gabriel.
Yep.
Like,
You know, niggas is gonna get the fed up answering questions too. It's just gonna be
That's the thing. Yeah. I don't know.
so.
I'd say there's a world where the door might.
All right, so we'll save the Shador talk for the Browns podcast that we're doing next week. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go back.
You got dub, right? Both of you got dubs there, right?
Yes.
That was good. That was good.
So now, week 11, we're going back to Boston to face. Oh, that's a Thursday night game. Patriots over there. All right, we'll give the Patriots a dub. So a loss for the Jets on week
Jets.
11, Thursday night game.
I'm going Jets. I hate to say it, but I'm picking against the Patriots out of spite, and I feel bad saying that because I'm so torn because I fuck with Rabel, but I just feel like it's just been. I feel like I don't want to. I'm trying as much as I can to not let all of what I perceive to be overhyping of Drake May to cause me to personally dislike.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They're dying for him to
make
like.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I feel the same way, but I still say low. I agree with Flex loss.
I don't think I could remember a rookie quarterback doing so little in his rookie year and going into the second year with everybody saying he's hands down gonna be a superstar. I can't remember that ever seeing that like that before.
Penix is close though. I'll tell you that.
Penix is close in terms of what?
Like
He did more
people
than he did way more than Drake May did.
Yeah,
and
but
in limited games.
And didn't
He did-
Drake May
he
get
did-
like 2 concussions too?
Yes.
I don't remember. Wow. I say lost there.
Drake May didn't
Alrighty.
even play any competitive games.
Yeah, because that last game that they
Like, I
won,
mean,
I
not in
believe.
terms of like competitive in terms of close games. I mean competitive in terms of important, consequential. He was out there doing whatever he wants. The games didn't matter. He didn't even have a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that also extends his college career too. He played in North Carolina. It's not like, it's not like he played in any big time games, a la fucking Michael Penix. Even though he was expected
Michael
to come
Penix is
in.
old enough to be Drake May's father.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of like actually showing up and
I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, he agrees with you.
All right, so week 12, we got some extra rest only to get beat down by Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, taking that L.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, Cheeks, did you give them a win on against the
I guess I'll
Patriots?
go
Or no?
L. I want to go win.
No, that was an L.
Okay.
L2? HL, you said?
Against the Ravens, yeah. I want to say
Alright.
win, but
So, speaking of Michael Penix, the week 13, we've got the Atlanta Falcons going into MetLife, and
I'm going.
as well.
I think the Falcons are going to take a step back this year.
Really? I'm going to say,
Yeah.
damn, I want to fucking go Falcons. But
I honestly, I hate to, it hurts me to say this, but I think Raheem Morris is a really bad coach. And I think that's going to be on full display next year.
Yeah.
And
The only thing that I think that might save him is that the division is going to be
That's what's
disgusting.
going to save him. Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's 4 losses for me in a row, so I'll say win.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you with so many losses in a row. Jeez. All right, so that brings us to week 14 versus the Miami Dolphins, and
Win.
they're gonna have to bring.
I too say win.
I'm gonna go win as well. By then, they'll be freezing. It'll be Miami freezing, so you know how they handle their.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins could play them on the surface of the sun. I still take the Jets.
Alrighty, so that brings us to week 15, and they go visit Word Life out in Duval.
Damn.
At 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah, just give them the L. I'll just write it. I just have it. I wrote all L's. You just let me know when to change it.
I see dub.
Yeah, I'm going to win there.
Man, that's 3 in a row. I knew I should have given Atlanta that.
You can still change it.
That dub.
All right, and then we come off that. Well,
all three wins right there.
Yeah, we come off that and then go back to Nolans for a week 16 1 o'clock matchup, and I'm gonna give them obviously a win.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to win there too.
I too say win.
Yeah, you don't have. I wasn't pulling teeth. I mean, geez.
1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, 4 in a row, huh?
Alrighty. So now, week 17, we got the Patriots coming to our turf. And I believe I gave them the loss on week, so I'm going to turn around and give them the win week 17 versus the Patriots.
Yeah, I too say win.
Yeah, I'm going to win too.
Alright, so
So what do I have them for? Fucking 15-2?
undefeated.
1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 and 4.
12 and 4.
12-4? So they're forfeiting a game? Don't they play 17 games?
No. We still got week 18.
Oh.
And we're facing the Bills up in Buffalo. It says TBD because who knows if Buffalo's frozen over and
Right.
by then.
I say loss.
I'll give the Bills
yeah,
a
I gotta
win
give
there.
them. Yeah.
Wow.
So, 1, 2,
What you got? 8 flex?
loss as well. Trying to be a reasonable, level-headed fan, which means I've got them going.
Man, wow.
10-7.
I got 9. So,
And what do I got? I got 12-5?
yep.
All right, when they go 12-5, just remember you heard it here first. And when they don't, just to forget everything I said.
Right. There you have it. Deep dive.
So 10-7, 12-5, and what did you have them at?
Me? I had 1, 2, 3.
0-18, I believe.
I got 9 wins.
9?
Yeah, 9 and 8.
Okay, now, does 9 get them into the playoffs? Or did they just miss out? Because I feel like 10-7 and 12-5, of course, that's a division win. 10-7 is likely playoffs, I feel like. 9 is right on the edge.
That's right at the edge, yeah, man. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have them battling. You you have them losing week 18. Who knows if Buffalo's sitting everybody.
That's true.
And they need that game. And maybe they think that they could beat the Jets in the first week of the playoffs, and it'll be a home game for them. Maybe they tuck everything. You never know, man. This is why they play the games.
But if we just think about where do you think the wild cards are coming from? You think we're gonna have another? Because last year the wild cards came from the North and
Denver.
and the West.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I say fuck it, they squeeze in there if they get that nine record.
I just feel like every year, or maybe not every year, but I feel like the last probably 2 or 3 years have been. I felt like there's gonna be years that the AFC North is gonna slip, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, is this gonna be the year that Tomlin finally has a losing record? Is this gonna be the year that? What do you think for the Bengals this year?
I don't like the vibes, man.
The only thing about this shit is that, like, I just feel like if the Bengals have another bad year, what are they in the future moving forward?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
At some point, you got to look at it and like, cause I know that the league can't be liking all of this like penny pinching shit with Mike Brown, man. It's like, how long are they gonna have to deal with this shit for? Like,
League?
yeah, I'm just saying, like, they can't be happy that one of their best quarterbacks, faces of the league, is like.
I'm shutting down the music.
Like one of the faces of the league is in a place where like it just feels like they're just like penny pinching over them, and they're not giving, obviously they pay their wide receivers, but it's like that's it. Like, okay, fine, like wide receivers, and that's it. Like, you already had that. It's not like you're adding anything.
Who's
And
their
then
coordinator now?
Oh yeah, because I'm a rumor. I don't even know, honestly.
That guy Anarumo got fired, right?
Yeah. Al Golden, former Miami head coach and Notre Dame.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Forgot they dusted off Al Golden.
It's so, I don't know, man.
And Jamal Murray is off to a start.
I'm trying to catch some of that, yo.
Good or bad?
What quarter is
He's
it on?
assisted on 14 of their first 18. Scored or assisted on 14 of their first 18 points.
What quarter? First?
6.5 minutes left in the first.
Yeah, I'm trying
18
catch
to
some.
12 Denver up on OKC.
Oof.
All right, fellas. So we'll end it at that. We'll catch a little bit of playoffs. Real quick, what are your thoughts on, I don't know, H, because I value your opinion. Actually, you know that I'm an avid ISO show watcher slash subscriber. What do you feel? Is there anything like you feel with this game yesterday or going into tomorrow's game? What are your thoughts, real quick?
I don't know why everybody, like, to me, I expected yesterday to go how it went. I'm surprised that so many people like were moved by that, or like felt like, I mean, maybe it's just this is the kind of conversation that they want to have just to have it. But I just feel like the series is over. The Knicks are not gonna lose this series. Even if they lose Game 6, they'll go and win Game 7 in Boston. They're not gonna lose the series.
Yeah,
I'll be shocked, stunned.
Me too.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. They just this is what they're there for. It's to drum up emotion, drum up fear, drum up, hate.
Now, here's the question that I have, though. I do have a core Knicks fans, because there's obviously historical beef between the Pacers and the Knicks, and obviously recent beef between the Pacers and the Knicks, just as recent as last year. And I was thinking, like, I expect the Knicks to get out of this series, and I expect the Knicks to beat the Pacers. But I was thinking to myself, if they lose to the Pacers, that would really suck. And I was thinking, like, what
bad.
would be worse? Losing to Boston as it currently stands, or beating Boston and then getting that close and then having to fucking lose to the Pacers?
I think because of where we at, it would be probably Boston. Losing to Boston right now
Would be worse?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's worse as well. Only because
I
of
feel like I just feel like at least, like, maybe it's just me, 'cause I have no respect for the Pacers. I at least respect Boston. Like they won the championship last year. Whatever you want to say about it, they did win the championship, and
Right.
as sort of asterisky as I feel like that championship might have been, Boston has still been for the last fucking whatever 10 years. Like, how many straight playoff runs has this group of Tatum and Brown been to? Like, they fucking were playing LeBron against they were playing LeBron's Cavs in the playoffs. They were playing, I think they might have even played, I think they played LeBron with the Heat. Like, they've been at it for a minute. I at least have respect for them. And, like, considering the Tatum injury, you expect to win the series. I would be stunned if they lost the series. But I feel like it would take a really impressive championship level performance type of comeback from Boston to win the series.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a Knicks fan, but that would sicken me less than getting to the Eastern Conference Finals and having Halliburton wearing some goofy ass fucking, Reggie Miller T-shirt,
Right.
and losing to them niggas in the conference finals. Like, I have no respect for the Pacers, so I just personally would be sickened by that.
Yeah.
But considering like I understand what you said, like, considering where you are, considering that you had a good lead on the series, to fumble it away would be heartbreaking. But I just feel like, in terms of just what I could stomach, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm not even a Knicks fan like
matchup
that, but I
with
would
the
be
Pacers.
sickened to see the Pacers
That would
take
suck.
away an opportunity
would
to go
suck.
from the finals from the Knicks,
Right.
and to beat them next round. That would sicken
right.
me much more
Right.
than if they, like, it would suck. It would be fucked up, and it would be like, damn, they choked it away. They had an opportunity, but the way that the series has gone, like, they got blown out. They were losing bad in the first two games. Like, again, not to say two shitty circumstances either way.
Right.
But I'm
Yeah, you're
just
right.
the thought of
Yeah.
them getting past Boston and then losing to the Pacers and seeing the Pacers in the finals, just, it makes me nauseous.
That's why I said it the way I said it, like the way that we are right now. But like the thought of a fair matchup with the Pacers and just having to realize that they just beat us and that they're better than us, that does.
And I also feel like it
does
also kind of
suck.
sucks a little bit of last year away too, because at least you can
Yeah.
still, I think we all rightfully feel like fully healthy Knicks last year beats the Pacers.
They're scary though to me, man. I don't know. Is
The Pacers?
Yeah, man, they scare me, man. I don't know. It's because of my childhood, and losing to them broke my
Oh, so
heart
you're
so
gonna
many
have to-
But that's why.
times.
But that's why I asked the question. That's why
Yeah.
I
and
asked
have
the
to
question.
listen to fucking Reggie Miller the whole
Oh
time
my
talking
God.
about him.
But yo,
Wait,
they're streaky,
and you're
man,
gonna
and
be
they're
able to
good
hear his
shooters.
smirk.
Yeah, I know. They're streaky and they're good shooters, man. We can't defend the fucking three for shit, man. That's the shit that worries me about that fucking team, man.
I don't
They're
know.
all streaky.
I just think they match up. Like I feel like they got either Mikel or OG to throw on Halliburton. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think if it was Halliburton, if I knew that it was Halliburton that's gonna make them win, then yeah, I feel like that's more embarrassing. Like because I just I just can't
Yeah,
stand the
he's too
Halliburton
good.
shit.
Wait, but so
But
you think that they're gonna win and Halliburton's gonna not have a good series?
No. My point like if you're like drawing the hypothetical like outcomes, I'm saying like if I, it would be other people, it would have I feel like it would be other people winning. Um, it doesn't make it any better in the wide sense, but I don't think that it's going to be Halliburton the one who's going to win all of these games if they do win that series.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know.
because I feel
I
like they can
disagree with
match up
that.
with that.
I think
I mean,
I don't see how the Pacers beat the Knicks in a 7 game series and Halliburton doesn't play well. I don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's the other thing too. Like, you could count for
I
a couple stinkers on Halliburton, man.
Yeah, yeah, but he
So,
has no. That kid doesn't know what fucking range is, man. That kid shoots
But
anywhere.
you know who else you can count on a couple of stinkers from? Mikal Bridges.
yeah, that's the thing.
And I feel
But
bad saying that because I thought he was fucking great in Game 4. He was
Yeah,
great.
me too.
He
Yeah,
was
I think
great. I
that
was very,
yeah,
very impressed with what he did in Game 4. But then,
yeah.
it's
He
the
was trying
consistency.
to get going, and then he fucking bricking and airball and all this shit. It's just I think he can't wait till the third quarter when Jalen Brunson's taking his
breath.
taking his breath to try to get going. They need to make it a point to get him going early because the Knicks, it doesn't like if you see how this last game turned out, like I felt worse seeing them winning the game than I did the other games when they were behind early in the game because I feel like they can get going slowly and start getting everything going. Like them being ahead and I don't know, just the like it being okay, Brunson or you know what I'm saying, like Brunson by himself starting off early, that just means that he's gonna taper off. Like I'd rather just get everybody going, and then when it's time for somebody to like feed the hot hand, then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
Mm,
don't like how it feels when they're up. I feel like they kind of like take their foot off the gas or like they don't know how to front run. And that's I guess that's I mean that's not a good thing. I just feel like they're always better off when they're chasing and all fully engaged in the game. Like when they're up, I just feel like and it could just be a mindset where we're just waiting for something bad to happen. But just like watching this team, granted, it's not the same team, it's a completely different team. But just like watching all of these games every time, like in the past years, when they've been up and then the third quarter comes and then they play like shit and then now they're playing from behind and then okay then it gets to the fourth quarter and fucking Jalen Brunson fouls out, you know what I'm saying, like gets 5 fouls in 9 minutes and it's like okay now he's gone and
yeah,
you didn't get the other guys going, okay this is
mhm,
over.
yeah, yeah. I just want to get this. I just want to get these guys out of here, man. Let's pack
How
these
do we
guys
feel
up.
about Karl Anthony Towns?
I feel like he needs to assert. I don't even like. I feel like it's not the way he's playing. It's the way that they're using him. Like they're
The cheeks just shakes his
uh,
It's just I get so frustrated because it's like I want to say I'm like happy with him for the stuff that he's done well for us, but then it's like why are you so cool with not doing shit? Why are you so cool with just like okay, it's not my show. Like why are you so cool
yeah,
with it?
but that's the
Like you know
thing.
what I
They
mean?
they they make it a point. They've been making it a point to show that it's not his show. Like either either get him going early,
Yeah,
let him shoot threes, but you can't expect him to go down in the post,
yeah,
not give it to him, and then be mad when he's not doing all of this other stuff because the way he plays, it's like if he's not getting the ball, he's just standing around. And
yeah.
he's either standing around down low
But
and
I've
then when he
seen him.
gets it, he's getting
Yeah,
hit and then like I don't know why. It might be just the way that, and it's frustrating because when he cries about fouls, like people say that he's crying too much and then when he gets foul, like it's almost
yeah.
like
Nah, he be
he
getting
doesn't
hacked
cry
though.
and
He be getting,
he gets hacked. So it's
yeah,
like he's always on the floor. So
yeah.
it's like okay, you they want him to do dirty work, but they have him standing around doing dirty work. I
But
I, I don't know.
but I don't think. But I think it's. I think by nature he's cool with it though. You feel me? It's like I don't see that, like I don't see it bothering him. You feel me? Like if a nigga, if he was out there being bothered by it or a little annoyed by it, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, okay, he wants it. But yo, I've seen him get the ball when they clearly want to get him going, and he's like, he turns to a point guard and fucking mails it over the fucking player's head, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, we
I,
gave you the ball to eat. Eat.
I
Don't
just
be
I
shy to
don't know,
eat.
man.
Nigga get shy.
It,
He like me at Donya's house. No, I don't want to. Oh no, Doña, muchas gracias. No, like nah, nigga. Come, mijo, que ahí te tiene que comer. My nigga, like
yeah,
go.
but I'm saying the person who says that is someone else. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta be that someone else by now. They should know that it's like, yo, all right, here, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it, like Brunson should know that his time is later. You know, he can stay engaged, but his job should be getting everybody else involved so that they eat early and he
But
doesn't have to
yeah.
be
But
in
Brunson's
the
not the
first
greatest
quarter.
facilitator neither. But
Well,
that's
but the thing is,
if
no,
any knock
Cheeks,
on
but the thing
Brunson
is,
is that he's not a
but the
facilitator.
yeah, but in the thing is, Brunson can't be getting beat up with 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
you can't be taking you can't be taking body shots. You can't be taking body
I
shots in
agree.
round one.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? You
I
gotta
agree.
if
But
you're gonna take your body shots,
right.
save that shit for save that shit for later on when the body shots aren't gonna hurt as much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's taking he's taking the George Foreman fucking right hook
I get it.
to the ribs
I get
early.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but he's in a team with a whole bunch of betas, bro, that are cool with not being the guy. Like the only other, I think OG is probably he shows more of that alpha. Like yo, I believe in myself. I could take over. I feel like everyone else is more like cool with not being part of it. Even Mikhail
Yeah.
for a little while was like that. I think he's now in the playoffs starting to be like, yo, feed me a little bit and show a little bit like I can do this. And then he has bad games, but he does believe in himself. Where Cat, I feel like he's just too he's just too cool with not contributing.
Man,
Like,
they're
whatever.
not highlighting what he has to do. I just feel like
I agree. I agree with that. I think that will help, you know. But I've seen him turn away the shot and pass it off too much. But let's see what happens, man.
What frustrates me
See what
most about the Knicks, the way that they're playing right now, is that I don't know what their ultimate goal is offensively. I don't know what
There is
their
no. There is no.
what the goal is, what the theme is. You know what
There
I'm
is no.
saying? Like
Yeah.
they don't run a pick and roll ever. I don't understand why. Like I just feel like maybe they've tried it and it hasn't been successful, so they just don't bother. But I feel like with somebody who has the versatile skills like Cat and somebody who has the skills that Brunson has, they should have a pretty that should be an easy go-to pick and roll to give yourself options, and that's such an easy way to get Cat involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if he's not involved handling the ball, if he's a screener and then you have Brunson come off the screen, you could do a dribble handoff, you could do a pick and pop. Like there's so many different options you could do if you get him involved in the action, and he doesn't even have to have the ball. But when you just have him standing out on the side, they hardly ever screen. They never. The one thing that frustrates me the most, they never matchup hunt ever. And yo,
That shit is so
how do
whack.
you allow Peyton Pritchard to be on the court for all these minutes? And listen, Peyton Pritchard, 6th man of the year. He had a great year.
Good player.
He's a feisty
Yeah.
little player. He's not afraid. He's a good shooter. All that. But I'm sorry. If they're going to give him minutes, you got to force him to guard somebody.
Right.
Every single time he's on the court, he should have to defend. Like, they
Right.
bailed them out so many times, just letting them have this little motherfucker on the court
Right.
and not even have to think about defending. Whoever he
Yeah.
just stands there by the court. Like, yo, I was getting so frustrated watching, like, yo, there's so many different ways you could try to attack him. And to give him credit, he's not a terrible defender. But at
No.
the end of the day,
Feisty.
this is playoff basketball. There's a mismatch there, whether it's size, skill, whatever. And
Yeah.
when the Knicks are struggling to find offense, which they have found themselves doing multiple times in this series, and Peyton Pritchard's on this court, he should not just be standing out there guarding Mikal Bridges or guarding OG Anunoby, and they don't even. How do you not get them the ball in that possession just to force him to get engaged?
Right.
While Drew Holiday is on Brunson, and you got him working. You got him working so hard, so early
100%.
against
like you
fucking.
Like you somehow feel like a Brunson one-on-one with Drew Holiday or Derek White is gonna generate a better look for you than getting the. It's gonna generate a better look than you somehow finding getting a matchup with Peyton Pritchard. Like, they've had fucking ghosts out there, and they don't even think about trying to match up Hunt. And I'm like, yo,
I hate
this
that.
is.
And
in Boston, that's all Boston does.
And you're getting beat up. You're getting Brunson beat up because every single play he's getting, forearms. Jaylen Brown is doing something on it. Whatever. And then on top of that too, you're not really tiring out Drew Holiday. You're not tiring out Jaylen Brown because the thing is you're playing ISO with Jalen Brunson. So it's not like you're chasing him around. You're pretty much playing into their defensive hands because your best defenders, you're putting your biggest defenders on Jalen Brunson, and he's pretty much being stationary, dribbling the ball with his back to the basket, and everybody else is just standing around. So you're not even wearing down the defense. So when it comes to the fourth quarter, you still got these niggas pretty fresh that are ready to D you up. Pause.
Yeah, no, that has been the most frustrating for me. Like particularly in the first two games, when I was watching the first two games and they were down significant margins, couldn't get any offense generated, and I'm sitting there watching them just have Peyton Pritchard out there, and nobody challenges him on offense. Nobody goes at him. Like, you have a size advantage. Literally every single person. The only person that you maybe don't have and I still think you have at least a strength advantage is with Deuce McBride. But literally everybody else you're putting out there has at minimum a size advantage, if not more, on Peyton Pritchard. You can't just allow the opposite. You can't allow the opponent to just have a liability out there that you don't try to exploit. Like, that's what playoff basketball is all about. Is trying to find matchups and trying to find advantages and exploiting whatever advantages you have. You have a clear advantage there, and you don't even take advantage of it. I just don't understand that. And then you let him fucking light your ass up in the guard, and you let him light you the fuck up, and still don't hunt him on D. I felt like that was disrespectful.
Yeah, I get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like these dudes, they're not expending any energy, man. You see them, they're just squaring up, boom, hitting the three. And, on top of that, when they go to offense, they're not getting down. They're not getting down low. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting beat. So you're making it a cakewalk. That's why he walks up and he's like, three. He takes 3 steps past the half court, and it's an open 3. And it's like, okay, he just scored 3 points, and he didn't work on that possession at all. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes back on the defensive end. Granted, yeah, he's the one who sometimes who's D'ing up on Brunson, but for 10, 15 seconds, he's just kind of sticking his hand in. It's not like he's like chasing him around or making him work. Or, you know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, man. It just seems like, I don't see any fucking, at least attempts at fucking, an alley-oop for Mitchell Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Or like, because especially now with when Porzingis isn't in, if you have a Cat and Mitchell Robinson on the floor, there's a size matchup somewhere.
100%. That's the other thing I didn't understand is that, like, that I thought the whole point of this whole Cat experiment was that they were going to run the two big lineup the same way that they were running in Minnesota, and they had so much success the last year. That was the way that they finally maximized Cat last year in Minnesota by bringing in Rudy Gobert and having him have a double big lineup so that he doesn't have to do all of the
Tough
big
work.
man dirty work.
Yeah. Hmm.
And using his skill plus size as an advantage, and the limited times that I never understood why they were so reluctant to play Mitchell Robinson with Cat from the beginning. They finally have turned to it because it's been successful. I don't know why they didn't do it from the beginning. And
Right.
now that they're finally doing it, I still feel like they're not getting the most out of it. They're
They're not
still
doing
not
it right.
maximizing it.
Yeah. No, it's true. They don't do it enough. I was hoping they in game 3 they would start doing it. Start off the
And
series like that. Honestly, I mean the game. I was hoping they start off the game after game 2 with
you
that
got to
shit.
start them both. See where Mitch is at, because like he went 6 for 6. Yes.
But the
Yeah,
other
that
thing
was
is
so
that
ill. I was
the
so happy
other
about
reason
that.
I think that they should start Mitch is that you can help avoid getting, because if you don't have Mitch out there
Exactly.
in the first quarter, you're very susceptible to getting Cat with
The
three first
goofy,
quarter
yeah.
fouls.
Right.
Yo, it's so crazy because it's so funny how similar he is to Hartenstein, where if he gets one foul, he's getting another foul within a couple of game minutes. Because
Word.
I don't because the way that they play, so like obviously their games are different, but the way that they do stupid fouls, and they all seem to like piggyback on each other. It's never
Yeah.
just okay, Cat got one foul in the first quarter, now he has two fouls in the second quarter. It's he gets two quick fouls in the first quarter, has to sit to the beginning of the second quarter, and let's see if we can restart the mentality where it's almost like you have to pull the plug, like when something is going wrong on the TV or something, and you have to pull the plug because it keeps doing the same thing all over again, and you hope that it resets and it starts working fine again later on.
Yeah. Well, I still think that I still would be shocked if they don't get out of the series, and I still feel like they should beat the Pacers. But that's my biggest concern with the matchup with the Pacers. The Pacers have no size. Pacers have no size. Their only big man is Miles Turner, and he don't want to play big. They just want to run up and
Yeah.
down the court. They don't want to worry about rebounding, and if you don't force them to rebound, they're gonna beat you. Like you gotta use that size advantage because you're not gonna out small ball the Pacers. That's what
Hell
they do.
no.
That's how they're built. That's exactly what
Right.
Rick Carlisle wants to do.
Yeah.
And it kind
Like,
of works into the way Cat plays, like in terms of the Miles Turner. It's like he Cat wants to be out there. He doesn't want to be down there banging like on defense. So kind of making it easier for him, but they got to
yeah,
take
but
advantage of
that's what
everything.
worries me. I hope that they don't try to have Cat match Miles Turner, soft big man to soft big man, and like
Right.
not use Mitch and not use that advantage. Because that's the one
Yeah.
thing I'll give Cat credit for is that he hasn't been as involved as you would like him to be, but he's not. Doing he's doing the big man stuff and the dirty work better than I think I've ever seen him do it. He's not
Fact.
elite at
Yeah.
it, but they're
No.
asking him to do it and he's doing it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's not what he's best suited to do, and I don't think that they should have him doing it as much as they are. But I give him credit. Whatever they've asked him to do, like
Yeah.
primarily
I agree.
points in the paint,
Being a team player.
he's in there trying his best.
He is.
And
Yeah.
and I respect that, but I'm just like, yo, man, that's you have Mitchell Robinson there. Like, if he's healthy, you should use that advantage and run big because you like with the Pacers, that could get problematic if you try to run up and down the floor with the Pacers.
That's what I'm
They'll
saying.
cook you. Like Halliburton
Yeah.
is better at that than Brunson. Turner is better at that than Cat. Like, you cannot try to play their game. That's my only fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
Me
they
too.
use their advantages and they play this shit right, I don't see why that they shouldn't beat the Pacers. But
Yeah.
they
So
gotta
hope
get
you're
past
right.
Boston first.
Yeah. Especially
I sure
because
hope you're right.
yeah, especially because if you have Mitch in the game, that stuff where like you have Halliburton and and Turner out there trying to shoot threes, or when they're trying to do the floor up to have one of these dudes cut in for a layup, or take the three, and it bounces, it breaks or whatever. You need Mitch down there to clean up or guard or like defend the basket. So it's
Yeah,
like,
they should because the Pacers don't rebound at all. They don't try to rebound at all. Like if you look at their rebounding totals, they play the game with they completely forfeit the rebounding battle. They don't out rebound anybody.
Really?
Like you'll see their leading rebounder is usually like 6 or 7 rebounds. They don't ever have somebody who's pulling in 10, 12 never, ever.
Wow.
Like
and also they get
Halliburton,
a lot of
I think
chances, too.
Halliburton averages two or three rebounds a game. Like they don't even try to rebound. So I'm
That's
like,
good
yo,
news.
if they fucking play big on them, they could beat them. That was why I thought that the Bucks had a chance to beat them, but fucking Bobby Portis ended up getting hurt, and Brook Lopez is way too cooked. But that was how the Bucks were gonna beat them last year until Giannis got hurt because they had the size to do it. And that to tell you the truth, that's the way that the fucking dumbass Cavs and dumbass Kenny Atkinson should have been handling the Pacers too, is using those fucking twin towers of Jared Allen
Right.
and Evan Mobley instead of having Evan Mobley shooting fucking corner threes the whole fucking game. Like you have two big motherfuckers and you don't even use
Against
them.
an undersized team.
Right.
It's ridiculous, but
Well, we shall see.
we shall see. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. I think tomorrow's gonna be a double header, double ISO tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Yeah, because I
What time's the game tomorrow? You know? Hey Siri.
8. I
What
think
up?
it's at 8. It's
Okay.
later because there's no other game. So
I work the next day too.
Because I'm gonna do one preview. Because depending on how this game ends, I think I expect.
What quarter we in?
I'm rooting for midway through the
Second
second.
quarter.
I'm rooting for Denver, but I think Oklahoma City might put them away today. And if Oklahoma City puts them away today, everybody will be done but the Knicks and the Celtics. So I'm gonna do a show for
Double.
that, and then I gotta do my beautiful WNBA preview, which I'm super hyped
shit.
up about.
Nice.
Yeah,
That-
fucking that season kicks off tomorrow. So, and then I'm gonna be at the Liberty game on Saturday. Be
Look at
at
you.
the ring ceremony.
Dawn.
Yeah,
you should
me
get
and
ready.
Asia Wilson. Maybe Bam Adebayo will be there
Mm.
supporting his boo,
Right.
and I'll go over there to support my boo.
Oh shit.
Who's that?
Maureen Johannes.
There she
Lovely,
is.
so Maureen Johannes. Now, Maureen Johannes is she's from the French national team. She was on the Liberty 2 years ago, and matter of fact, she is. I think in the intro to the show, that clip where I'm the extended intro, the clip where I'm at the basketball game. I think I put in a clip of her crossing somebody up and hitting the 3 in her face. Nah, but she's nasty though.
I'm looking at her right now.
We gotta start rocking WNBA jerseys soon.
Word.
Well,
Haley Van Lith jersey soon.
Oh, you about to get one?
And yeah, well, I don't know.
I only have 2.
With
I gotta get
the
some more.
tariff situation, I don't know how my jersey situation is gonna work soon.
Yeah, I know that DH gate is closed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
They got the lock. They put
Tough
the lock.
times.
on
Oh,
that
matter
jersey.
of fact, I gotta send you a video that I saw. There was somebody who posted a video that was breaking down the.
I saw that. The Fanatics
Did I
jerseys.
send it? Or
No,
you
no,
just
no,
saw
no. It popped up. I think me and you might be on
We have a
similar
very
YouTube
similar algorithm.
joints. Cheeks. That's a little bit different. You
You're
know
not
what I'm
gonna see
saying?
the.
No.
fuck-
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Don't
see.
worry, we'll
We're
work on
getting,
that.
we're getting jerseys. He's getting
Yeah.
Yeah, freaky
Old man.
80-year-olds.
Yeah.
scandals and
90s.
that reminds me of that show, Man Inside. Have you seen that?
No.
Nah.
Pause.
Where's the pause? Man Inside.
Man inside.
Man inside? Is that the name of it?
See, that's when I get bothered by the pause, because that's when you just looking for gay shit. I
Nah,
didn't
that
say
just
man
sounded.
inside my ass. I just said a
No,
man
but
inside. I don't understand.
but the name
why
of the
why
show
it
is Man
pause?
Inside. I'm not pause on the show title
But why? A man
because it's called
inside.
Man. It's called Man Inside.
You're inside your house right now.
But that's what I'm saying. I just feel like
I don't know.
sometimes it's just niggas be looking for the gay shit. I feel like I
That
feel
one-
like niggas just be looking too much for it. I
That
should be
one
able to
is
say the word
weird.
man without it being a pause. That's too
No,
much.
Man is fine, but I don't know.
Okay,
That's
but I
just-
say
that,
man,
that was
and I
obvious.
attach it to something right away. It's pause. It's gay. I don't understand.
I don't.
Anyway.
I don't say pause like it's gay. I just say pause like, hey, make sure you pause that. But go ahead, my fault. Go
Should
ahead.
be
What do you mean
man
you don't
close
say it
to
like it's gay? What is
man
a pause
close,
then if it's not a gay thing? What is it? I thought it was gay.
It's yeah, I guess you're right. But I just say it more like, hey, like make sure you're covering your pauses.
I'm gonna fuck a man in his ass tonight. No pause.
Make sure you cover your butthole.
How about that?
Make sure you pause that.
How about no pause. Play, nigga.
Yeah,
Play.
keep going.
Fast forward. And then rewind and then play it again. And then record it.
Like, and then
Nah, but the
video.
show Man Inside is about this dude who's doing he's Ted Danson. He's undercover in like a retirement home.
Oh, really?
And like the crazy shit that goes on in there. He's like, this chick's hitting on him, these old broads, and shit's mad stupid.
Sounds like it sounds like that show is Cheeks' feed, but just doesn't have
Well,
a
that's
name.
that's what made me think of it. That's why I brought it up. Yeah.
That doesn't make him swipe or block. You know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't seen that video in so long, though. But I'm gonna dig that one up though. The
Men in the vicinity. That's
Right.
that's.
No, pause. You said
Pause.
men.
Oh.
you
That's
said
a pause.
How
vicinity.
about one man? How about niggas? Niggas in the vicinity.
Niggas.
I don't know. I don't know what. I guess it's all pause. I don't know. Anyway, no, but if you like that old people stuff, you should watch that show. It's funny. It's good.
Like the old people stuff.
No,
Like
the
them-
show is mad funny. Like I found that show to be funny.
I'll try to tap into that.
Yeah,
Pause.
There it is.
there we go. Pause it all.
Pause this
All right,
show.
so that's the schedule. The schedule recap. What's the next big thing on the NFL schedule or the NFL calendar?
Yeah, you know, fucking the training
Mandatory
camp.
minicamp.
No.
or
Oh no! You know what
voluntary?
it is?
What?
When Aaron Rodgers signs.
Ooh, that is.
That's what he's waiting for.
I'm praying he doesn't, man. I really want to
crazy.
see
I
the
can't
Steelers
believe
get stuck with Mason Rudolph so bad, yo. I want to see they should have to pay for playing this game.
Hot potato, but it's dynamite.
Like I want a year of
Dynamite.
DK Metcalf trying to catch passes from Mason Rudolph. That's what I want. That would be amazing.
That sucks. Wait, if that happens,
Oh,
I have the Jets winning either way. So
that would be cinema for me, because you
Oh
know
my
how I feel about
God.
DK Metcalf.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. I think it'd be
Yeah.
great. I think that'd be true entertainment.
Because I'm already 1-0 with shithead wide receivers. So
Well, I
Pickens.
think you're 2-0.
Yeah, there's somebody else.
Am
Who
I?
was it?
Well, no, I think it's the two. Pickens
Metcalf
and
and Pickens.
Metcalf.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Oh, and also don't forget Brian Thomas. That should count for me too.
What's wrong with him? What happened to him?
No, I said he
No,
was
he's saying we're saying like that of in the
What, that you
negative.
say he's
like,
gonna be
that
good?
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
he's-
yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
no,
why
but
does-
he's not a shithead, is he?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Oh no.
God, no. I don't. I knew he was gonna be good because he's not a shithead.
Ah, okay. Well, what about this current class? Did you do a shithead meter for the
No, we should've
incoming wide
done
receiver
that.
draft
Oh
class?
yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it.
Yeah,
Because
that's good.
I do remember seeing a couple, but there's too many names, and they're not of the big, they're not the big time guys. So I have to go over and find them again. But coming soon.
I
Stay
like
tuned.
that. I like that. Shithead list.
Shithead list. I like it. All right. Oh, do you have any other basketball rooting interests outside of the Knicks? Do you care if? I really
I
want
do
to see
want the-
Minnesota do well.
I do too.
I want the Nuggets to win only because I feel like the Knicks could potentially beat the Nuggets. I don't think
Really?
that they can beat the Thunder.
I think they could beat the Thunder.
You think so? Well,
I
you
just
know better than me.
Either
here's the
one of
thing.
those guys I don't
I
like.
think they will have a tougher time with the Nuggets than they would with the Thunder.
Yeah.
Only because right now the way that the Thunder are struggling with the Nuggets, I can't believe what the Nuggets are doing right now. The Nuggets have nobody. They're like, you want to talk about a thin rotation.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say that, the reason why I say they will have a harder time with the Thunder than with the Nuggets, is because if they won't see the Nuggets until the finals, and the Nuggets will be coming off a very substantial break going into the finals. I feel like if the Nuggets make the finals, they're winning the finals because they're gonna get a big break beforehand.
Yeah,
Vindication for
I would like to
firing
see.
Malone.
Yeah, I would
But
like
I think
to
it would be
see.
sick to see Minnesota fucking
Hell yeah.
Julius Randle and Dante
Yeah,
DiVincenzo coming
1000%.
back. That should be
story.
amazing.
That's
the story. Yeah, that's why I said it. And it seems I feel like we have a shot.
Did they get it right or did they get it wrong?
Well, I feel like
Even though
that's the thing. I feel
even though it has nothing to do, even though the rationale had nothing to do with the outcome,
right,
or why they did
I
the
feel
trade.
like just the fact that
and
if they both make the conference finals, they both got it right.
right.
Or
Is
at
he
least
Oh
the
shit.
one thing I would say is that I feel like at least the Knicks got
It's
it right
amazing.
because the Knicks didn't make the conference finals last year. The Minnesota did, so
Right. Yeah.
you can't you could argue that they didn't get better, but still.
Yeah.
All right, Flex is frozen, so that means it's officially time to go.
Yeah, it's official.
Oh, he's
I'm
back.
frozen?
Perfect. Back
He's
for the
back.
send off. Back for
Holla.
the send off.
Just in
What's the
time.
score? Is it
Fly
tied?
off. I don't know. I'm missing it. I gotta go
Oh.
watch. I don't got the
OKC
luxury.
up
to
four.
use-
OKC's up 4. All right, come on, let's go Nuggets. Oh, my
All
man
right,
Russ at the foul line. Let's go, Russ. Let's go, Russ. My man Russ Westbrook. Let's do it. Westbrick.
Let's break.
All right,